It is so bright in here. Hi guys. Hi girls. It has been months and months and months and months since I have filmed a reading vlog. I'm seriously addicted to these things, you guys. It's not even okay. Okay, so I am currently in my library reading room slash gaming room. If you don't know, I've been living in California for the last 2 years and I just decided to move back home to Alaska just to, I don't know, just to rediscover what I want to do with my life. Finally, sort of getting a hang of it. And so now I'm back in Alaska and I've been building my reading gaming room. I am in the mood for a thriller. I'm currently reading this book called Following Fox. It's the sequel to this book called Picking Peaches. You guys, you have to read it. Picking Peaches was literally one of the cutest romances I've ever read. It's really short. It was like 200 pages, a really quick read, and oh my god, I was literally kicking my feet. I kept gasping like, oh my god! So I'm reading Following Fox. Unfortunately, it is not on Audible because it is, I think, an independent release, I believe. I have a lot of things that I need to do. I need to go through some moving boxes, so I'm thinking of reading an audio book. Look at my TBR and see what book I want to listen to. I find myself typically enjoying audiobooks if they're thriller or mystery based, so let's find a thriller. It's kind of all over the place. Also ignore my messy room, but I have a ton of books right here and then I have my TBR cart right here. So let's see if there's any options. I don't really see any thrillers on this side, minus like the Stephen King books, but those are for a different video. Any thrillers on this side? We have One of Us is Lying. We have, well, get out. None over here. We have The Twin by Natasha Preston. We have The Dare by Natasha Preston. We Were Liars. It's kind of annoying. I don't know what I want to read. I think I'm gonna do this one. It's about twins that are separated at birth because the parents get divorced and one takes one sibling and one takes the other. It's the mom who dies, so the twin goes to live with her twin and their dad for the first time, and she's just like really suspicious, weird behavior. So we're gonna start that while I do some chores, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, it's so bright. I don't understand it. I am on chapter 21. It is definitely interesting. It is basically what I described earlier. It's two twins. They did actually grow up together. I thought they were like separated at birth, but they did grow up together. They haven't lived together for about 5 or 6 years. But then when the mom dies, the twin that was living with the mom goes to live with the dad and her sister, and she's just a little odd. Weird behavior. She starts to try to take over her sister's friends. She starts to take over her life. She's wearing her clothes. It's definitely weirdo behavior, but you know, we're like a third into it, so I'm excited to see how it plays out. I do like how her books are like YA thrillers. I don't love her books, like I always give them 3 stars, but I do sometimes feel the mood for YA thrillers, so that's why I continue to read them. Okay, something that's not bookish related. I've been seeing these all over TikTok. They're like the nerds covered grapes, so I decided to make some. And basically I took grapes, I washed them, dried them, and then I stuck them in honey and then covered them in nerds, and then I had them in the freezer for like an hour. But I'm really hungry. My mouth is like watering looking at these. I'm literally drooling. I mean, it's really good. Okay, I'm gonna eat lunch. I'm gonna keep reading, and I'll check in with you guys when I finish The Twin. I finished it. I finished The Twin. I'm feeling a lot of things. Like, I was really into it. I just read it like straight through. Once I got like 60% in. I just read it and stopped listening to the audiobook because I wanted to get through it. I liked it a lot. It was like, there was no big real plot twist though, because the entire time you know that it's like the twin who's ruining the girl's life. The other thing about her books is they always leave off on like super unsatisfying endings. Like they always leave off on cliffhangers, or this one, like you didn't get like the happy ending or resolution necessarily. Like you always root for the main character, and then in every book the main character is always like screwed in the end. So they're always like slightly unsatisfying when you finish. Like I just finished it and I was like, I want to give it a 3.5. First book of the video done, and I will check in with you guys when I decide what book to read next. Well, howdy partner. I just wanted to give you, just hit myself in the face. I wanted to give you guys a little update on my reading today. I was gonna start Haunting of Hill House, but I read like 2 chapters and I didn't really love the writing in those first few chapters. So I was like, I'm not in the mood for this. I wanna read on my Kindle. So I've been reading Redeeming 6, which is the 4th book in the Boys of Tommen series. And I'm about 300 pages in now. So I'm cruising. I think it's like a 700-page book or something, so I'm still not even halfway through it, but I really want to finish it because I really want to get to Taming 7, which is the most recent one out. It's the 5th book in the series, and it follows Gypsy and Claire's story, and that's what I originally wanted after finishing Keeping 13. I was like, oh my god, I hope the next one is Gypsy's story, because he's just so goofy and funny, and I feel like their story and their books are gonna be so stinking cute. So I really want to get through this so I can read that. I am enjoying this though. Like I think Saving 6 was the one I just read, the 3rd one, and I didn't love it that much, but I've been enjoying Redeeming 6 a lot more. But it's so freaking long. Like we already know these characters, we've already seen a lot of the stuff already from like Shannon's perspective, so I don't really love that we're seeing it from Joey's perspective too. There's a lot of scenes that overlap that are like the exact same scene, but just from his perspective, and I don't love that. I am enjoying this one a lot more than the last one, so I'm gonna keep reading this and I will check in with you guys later. I'm wearing the same thing I was wearing yesterday.
And that's what I'm really into right now. I just want to get through this year and say that I read
Looking like a total egg. You guys, I had to come on here really fast and talk about this book, The Love of My Afterlife. I'm about 50% through. This is my new baby. Okay, I love this book. I'm going to finish it and then I'll do like a full wrap-up review of it because I am just eating it up. Look how cute the cover is. It just came out last week, I think, and oh, it's so good. So I'll catch up with you guys soon, and hopefully I look less like an egg. Let's have a chat. I feel like I've been filming this video. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get comfy. I feel like I've been filming this video over the course of like 7 days. I don't even know how long it's been, but it feels like forever. I'm gonna end it here, but we need to talk about these books because I've read both of them yesterday and I have a lot to say. Start with The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood, I'm not sure how to say it. Oh my god, you guys, this is my first 5-star romance in what feels like a really long time. Like just your typical romance. I ate this book up. It's basically about, it starts off with our main character Delphi, and she dies and she wakes up in a sort of Good Place inspired afterlife, and she has her afterlife therapist there, and while she is adjusting to the news of being dead, she runs into a man who is the most beautiful man she's ever seen. But it turns out he's not supposed to be in the afterlife yet. He's not supposed to be dead. So her therapist sends him back to Earth, and Delphi's like, oh my god, I think that was my soulmate, and you just sent him back to Earth. And so she makes a deal with her therapist that she can go back to Earth for 10 days to meet and fall in love with him and get him to kiss her within those 10 days, and she can stay alive. If she does not manage to get him to kiss her, then she has to return to the afterlife for eternity. She's dead. The twist is that he does not remember the meeting in the afterlife. He has no recollection of it. We're following the girl Delphi trying to find this mystery man in London, but this book takes so many turns which you would not expect. All of the best tropes are in this book. We've got fake dating, we have the one bed trope, we have the grumpy neighbor. I mean, we literally have everything and more in this book. It was so good, so cute. I absolutely loved it. I'm gonna definitely keep my eye out for more books from this author. You guys need to go check it out. Then last night I finished Redeeming Six, which is the 4th book in the Boys of Tommen series. I was pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised with this book. I was a little nervous going into it because it was literally like 800 pages. I mean, this is a thick book. This is as thick as, this might be the biggest book of them all. They're all up there on my shelf. I think this is actually the longest book of all of them. So I was a little like, really? I didn't love Saving Six that much. So I was like, why is this one so long? But, oh girl, I was judging a book by its width. Genuinely. This book, I loved this book as much as I loved Finding 13 and Keeping 13. I thought it was so good. It's really, there is like the abuse as it was in Binding and Keeping, but this one was really about Joey's addiction to drugs and what that can do to the people in your life and overcoming that addiction. And I love this book. I gave this one 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I wish we got to see a little bit more at the end of what happens after, because if you guys have read this book, you know what happens at the end of this book, and it would be nice to see them in that spot in their life. I really enjoy it, so I'm excited because I'm now going to start Taming 7, which is the one that I've been wanting to start since the beginning, about Gipsy's relationship with Claire, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna eat this book up. This was the newest one though, and I think it came out actually this year, but it's not on Kindle Unlimited, and all the other ones are on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm like, why? That is gonna be it from me today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me over the last few days, reading some fun books. I love doing reading vlogs, so definitely stay tuned because I'm gonna do some more. I think I want to do some more like actually like targeted ones where it's like, oh, read the Magnolia Parks universe with me, or reread ACOTAR with me, and I do like a series and a video. I think that'd be really fun. I will see you guys next time when I post a new video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more book content, and I'll see you guys next time when I post a new video. Bye!